Okay. So let's have a quick recap what we have discussed in the last session. In the last session, we have discussed about how we can create our AWS account, and we have learned about how we can create our Windows EC2. In today's session, we are going to discuss about how we can create our Linux EC2 machine. But before starting out that particular topic, if anyone have any question, whatever we have discussed till now, you can please raise your hand. Yes, Suhas.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I have just made a payment for this course. Is it going to be same link from tomorrow, or I will get another link?
Till tomorrow, the link is same, and whenever we are going to change the link, Suhas will inform in our WhatsApp.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Tomorrow link is also same.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Anyone have any more questions? Yes, Anita.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, if suppose if we select another OS, how we will get an RDP and password and EC2 window? Suppose if we select Amazon Linux.
So the Linux one I'm going to show today how we can create Linux operating system. In previous session we have seen Windows one. So how to connect the Linux based operating system we'll see in today's session.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yes, Charan.
Hello.
Yes,
Hi,
sir.
Hi, hello. Hi, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm able to hear you. You can ask your question.
Actually, yesterday I missed the class. So where I can listen those class? I mean,
I just want to know, Charan, are you in the WhatsApp group of batch 118?
yes, I'm in the group.
My team has already shared yesterday the recordings. I'll inform my team. They'll share again today in our WhatsApp group, and those recording day 1, day 2 recordings you will find in our YouTube channel also.
Okay, fine.
So I'm sharing that YouTube channel link. You guys can please check there also.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much.
Now I've shared about the YouTube.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, Suhas.
Ankit, one question from me. There was a message in the WhatsApp group for AWS DevOps, which will be conducted very soon by Sunil. And how that course is different from this course? I am kind of
DevOps course, Suhas. In that one, you are learning about DevOps services.
Okay.
DevOps actually is tools you are learning, DevOps tools.
Okay.
Okay. That's actually next part. After this code, that's the next part.
Okay, got it. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Yes, Nitish.
Yes, hi, Ankit. Good morning.
Good morning.
So this is my first day of joining, but I have watched your last 2 videos, and I had 2-3 questions. Can I ask if you don't mind?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so first of all, as you said, we use EC2 to launch instances or create machine virtually, right? So if I need Mac OS for my project work, or if I for learning anything, so but I have Windows system, right? So I can use EC2 for Mac OS instance too, right? But I saw it's not free.
No, and even we are not using in our training also we are not using Mac, and even real time also I didn't see anywhere we are using Mac operate. They are providing, but even I don't know how to use Mac one also, because I didn't see anywhere we are using Mac operating system in real time.
Okay. Second question I have, you said AMI is called operating system in AWS, right?
Correct. Operating system called AMI here.
Oh, sorry. Yes, operating
Yes,
system is called as AMI in AWS, but
AMI.
under
Correct.
EC2 instance launch, when we see it's written as an AMI is a template that contains the software configuration that include OS, application server, and applications.
Nitish,
So I don't think.
Nitish, sorry to interrupt you.
Mhm.
On day one, I can't go. On day two, I can't go in much more in technical queries, because if I go in day two
Okay,
technical queries, students are getting confused. I don't want to think about only one student in the training. I want to think about
okay,
all
okay.
students, and everyone is having it different mindset.
Right,
Okay.
right, right.
So
Mhm.
in starting, we are going with that way so they can easily understand. So slowly, we are teaching to those technical parts also. We are using those terminologies.
Oh, okay, okay. Sorry,
I
I
need to think. We are a trainer. We know that how to teach to other students, and we need to think not about one student my mentality. We need to think about all
okay, okay.
students' mentality. So we are teaching on that way so they can easily understand what we are trying to do right now.
Okay, so I don't have any bad intention, but I was just confused. That's why I asked.
So I agree with you, but we'll slowly going in more technical part. We're just very basics we are covering. But right now, yeah, I'm not focusing on AMI part.
Okay,
In our upcoming session, we can create our own AMI also.
okay, okay. And
Okay.
one more thing, why do we need name in AC2? Like, why do I need to put name in AC2? Is it
Not mandatory.
required?
Not mandatory. You can skip also if you want to skip.
Okay, I can skip.
Yes, you can skip. And
Okay,
actually,
and
that is called as tags. The name which we are giving it, that is called as tags. And there is a meaning of tags in AWS that we'll learn in upcoming session, why we need to provide tags.
okay,
Okay,
fine.
that's
So,
just a minute. That is a default tag. We are getting it from Amazon, that name which I'm providing.
mhm,
Okay.
okay, fine, fine. So
Yes.
yesterday, actually, you said we after launching the instances, we have to wait 4 minutes. It was written, but I tried multiple times, but I couldn't
Did you
get
see my
any get
screen?
password.
It might
Yes,
be
yes.
if you watch the video in my screen, it is mentioned. I'm not saying we need to wait for 4 minutes. AWS is giving on my screen that I need to wait for 4 minutes.
I was also
There
seeing
was,
that
there
message.
was, you have seen that was a proof. Based on that proof, I have said it. I'm not
Okay, okay,
assuming it, we need to wait. I'm showing a proof. Based on that proof, I'm saying it.
okay, okay, okay. Actually, I was not
Okay.
able to open, sorry, get password option even after 4 minutes also. That's why.
So it is in my screen. If you watch the video, you can pause that video also, you can check that.
Okay, okay, fine. And one last question that is
Mm-hmm.
not technical. So, uh,
Yes.
as let me tell you that I completed my BE in computer science in 2010, and
Okay.
then I did not work for 3 4 years due to some personal issues, and then I worked for 5 years in travel industry. Okay, American travel industry,
Okay.
and then after that, due to Corona, then my technical journey starts after Corona actually started. So like in 2020, I joined TP Teleperformance for Apple Care, macOS Care,
Okay.
and then currently I'm working for Deloitte Service Desk. So
Okay.
is it like you said, I can show experience, like travel experience in my resume after completing this course, or it's not required?
If you are showing the travel experience or if you are not showing any experience, even they'll consider as fresher.
Oh, okay, okay.
If you show that, if you're not showing, doesn't make any difference for them. It's completely a fresher for them.
Okay, but 2 to 3 years of service desk and technology experience can help, right?
That little bit can help. So you can do one thing. You're saying you're working already in Deloitte. Deloitte has already have cloud projects.
Okay,
So after completion of the training, you can contact HR and tell them to switch, fill the IGP.
okay, okay, fine, fine,
Okay.
got it.
That will better help. In that one, you will not get a reduced package. Also, package will be also same. If you go as a fresher in
Mhm.
another company, definitely you'll get a less package.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
That's what I
That's a
wanted
better
to know. Thank you.
solution.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Kunal.
Hey Ankit, so this is my first day, and I would like to understand the payment procedure and the whatever the session I have missed. How can I get that?
Like just earlier I said, Kunal, you'll get those recordings in our YouTube channel. We have day 1, day 2 recording uploaded in our YouTube channel. So we have already shared in our WhatsApp group. I'll inform my team. They'll again share in the WhatsApp group also. I'm sharing YouTube channel link in the our chat box. You guys, you can please check, and based on that also you can check.
Sure. Thanks, Ankit.
Okay. Yes. Any more questions, Kunal? Do you have any more question?
No, I'm good.
Okay, a few more questions and then we'll continue with topic. Yes, Kuldeep.
Hi, Ankit. Good morning. So my question is, till when we will have these demo sessions and then formally get into the course?
From Monday, this is right now also we are start learning, Kuldeep. Correct. It doesn't mean that we are not learning it. We are start learning, but yes, we can. From Monday, the link is going to be changed. Okay, sure. Okay, till yesterday also we have a same link, but today is the last recording which we are going to share with our students. From tomorrow, only with paid candidates, the video is going to be shared. Okay. And from Monday, only paid candidates can do. Okay, sounds good. Okay, and we don't have a session on Saturday and Sunday. You said we will not have session. No, right? We're not having any session on Saturday and Sunday. Right. Yeah, got it. Okay, so Saturday, Sunday is just for you guys, so you can practice it. If you have any doubts whenever doing practice it, I have already shared my email ID. Again, I'm sharing my email ID. You guys can email me. And one important point, guys, whenever you are going to email me, please make sure you are going to mention your batch number always. Because with the help of this one, I have a information you are at what level, based on what level I need to reply you. Might be I was thinking that you are from a previous batch, the student has already completed, so based on that, I'm going to reply him. Okay. So mention your batch number also. Okay, Godeep? Yeah, good. Thank you. Yes, Amar. Amar, you can unmute. Okay, so we'll start with our today's topic. Those who have raised their hand, guys, just wait. I'll come back to you. So we'll start with our today's topic. Now, in previous session, we have learned about how we can connect our Windows machine. In today's session, we are going to discuss about how we can connect our Linux EC2 machine. So let's start with our here I'm able to see in recently used EC2. So I'm going to click here now. Or the other option is we can search also in the above. Just click on search and press enter. We are directly into the EC2. Click on instances. You can see here I don't have any instance. In previous session, we have printed one instance. Where is that instance? We have terminated that instance. Termination means deletion. After termination, automatically system is going to delete that also from here. You will not see that particular instance after a few minutes in your console. What is console? This actually the screen which you are able to see in my screen right now. This all things are called as console. It is also called as GUI, graphical user interface. Now, I'm following the same steps which we have done in our previous session. Most of the steps, not all. Click on launch instance. Now here I'm giving the name to my machine. This is the name I'm giving to my machine. Now, Here I want to select EMI. We have Amazon Linux, we have Ubuntu, we have Red Hat. We need to set a Linux one. We have Sushi, we have other more types of Linux based operating system also. But which one I'm going to use? I'm going to use the Amazon Linux, which is by default. I'm using the same one. And under this also, here we are getting it free tier eligible. Here scroll down. So we have selected our EMI. In previous session, we have discussed it to create our machine. We need few things. What are the things? Here we have discussed. So this is we have selected as Linux one. Scroll down. Here I'm getting instance type. What is the name of this instance type? T2.my. And in previous session, we have discussed it. T2 micro is coming under free tier. So this is coming under your free quota. So you need to use this particular. And in this one, how much CPU we are getting it? 1 CPU and 1 GB of. So it means to create this particular Linux machine, the things which are required from this CPU and RAM, I am getting. We got CPU, RAM, and we got our operating system. Now here I need to select a key pair, or I need to create a new key pair. So can I select an existing key pair, the key pair we have created in our previous session? This is the name we have created in our previous session. Here I'm good. If I want, I can go with this also. I can use the same one which I've used for Windows one also. Yes, it is possible. But I don't want to use the same. I'm going to create a new key pair. So click on create new key pair, and then we need to give it. And this is the name I'm giving. Give the key name, edit key. Here I have stored my Linux key. So in the previous session, the key we have created for Windows 1, even I have that particular. Scroll down. These details I'm going with as it is default. Regarding these details, I have already told you we are going to learn in our upcoming session. And here we have security. Here we have security group. In previous session also we have created our security group. Now, can I select the existing security group? Here I have an option to select existing security group. In previous session, we have created a security group with the name called Launch Wizard 2. I don't want to use this existing one. I want to create a new. In previous session, we have discussed it to connect our Windows machine. We need to enable which port? RDP port. Same way, if I want to connect to my Linux machine, we need to enable a port number called SSH port. Anyone knows the number for SSH port? Correct. 22. In the Dropbox, can you please send me the one, if anyone knows? Here I am. 22. The correct answer is 20. Like to connect our Windows machine, it is mandatory to enable RDP port. Same way, to connect to our Linux machine, it is mandatory to enable SSH port. This port is also weak, huh? And you can see here in previous session, like they have enabled by default RDP port. Same way, you can enable SSH port also. In previous session, we have used the default name. But this time, I don't want to use default name. I need to give my own name to my security group. How can I give my own name? Scroll up, click on edit here. Under network settings, we have an option of edit. Here I can give my. So let's give our own name. Here it is. Scroll down. See here, SSH port is enabled. What is it? Port range? What is it? Source type? Anywhere. Anywhere means we can connect to this particular machine from any part of the world. If you guys have username, IP address, and password, you can connect from any part of the world. So right now I'm just giving as anywhere, but we have some more options here. One is called custom, one is called my. Regarding these things, we'll discuss in upcoming session. Scroll down. And here I'm getting it, hard disk. In Windows machine, by default, they are giving us how much? 30 GB of hard disk they are giving. By default, because that is minimum requirement. Until 30 GB, we have free quota for one EC2 machine. But for Linux one, they are giving minimum as 8 GB to us. If I want to increase till 30 GB, I can increase, because till 30 GB, it is free. But I'm just going with the default one, 8 GB. We have an option of add new volume also. Add new volume means like I have C drive, D drive, F drive. I want to add in my machine. I can add that also. How to add, we'll discuss that also in upcoming session. And in AWS, these hard disks are called as volumes. We're not calling hard disk, we are calling it as volume. And the volume which I am attaching right now is the default one. It's like a C drive to us. That particular volume is called as root volume. That is why it is mentioned as root volume. Root volume means a default volume which we are getting. The one which I'm going to attach by myself, additional one like D drive, E drive, that is called as user volume. Scroll down. Here we have advanced details. Regarding advanced details in this session also we are not learning. We'll continue in upcoming session. Let's have quick recap. So first we have given the name. Second, we have select our EMI as Amazon Linux. E2 micro, type of instance. Then we have created a new key pair. And then we have enabled SSH port with our own name of the security. And here we are getting a default 8 GB size, so I'm just going with 8 GB. And how many machines I need to create? I just need to create only one. Even here I can give 100 also. If I give 100, automatically system will create 100 EC2 machines with the same config. With the same name, same configuration, system is going to create 100 EC2 machines. Now, but I don't want 100 machine. I just need only one. Here I can check the EMI which I have selected, the instance type, security group. We are creating a new security group. If you are selecting existing security group, we'll get that name of that security. And here I'm getting the one. Done. And next step is click on launch. Done. So we have launched our EC2 machine. Click on instance. Here our machine is start running. What is the next step? The next step is after creation of this machine, I need to connect to this machine. Let me just check my PPT. So we have done all these steps, whatever is mentioned here in my. See here, guys, is mentioned. So we are able to launch our EC2. Next step. I need to connect to this particular machine. To connect to this particular EC2 machine, I need to download two tools from the internet. These two tools, the tool name is called as Putty and Putty. Why I'm using these tools? I can use other tools also. In the market, there are hundreds of tools are there, and Putty is called as terminal. To connect to our machine, we need one tool which is called as terminal. There are hundreds of tools are there, but Putty is number one in the market. In real time, most of the time, means 99% of the clients are using this particular tool. That is why I'm going to use this particular. But before connecting, let's have quick questions, and then I'm going to show you how to connect to our machine. Yes, Suresh. Yes, Suresh, you have raised your hand. To ask your question, you need to unmute yourself. Yes, Anu, you can unmute.
My question was, if we create 100 number of instances, all the other configurations will remain same, but will the name change or?
No, name will also save. Whatever the name you have given it, name will also save. I earlier also tell name is not mandatory thing. Regarding actually name is called as tag here. And there is a reason behind tags in our cloud platform. Not just in AWS service, Anu, in our upcoming services also, you will find something called tags there. That is actually called name here. Okay. What is tag we'll discuss in our upcoming session.
Okay. So how can we differentiate between two machines if
their IP addresses are different? If you select your machine here, their instance ID is also different. You can see they have a IP addresses, public and private IP address. These IP addresses are different. It cannot be same for multiple machines.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Tausin, you can unmute.
Hey, how you doing?
Yes, Tausin.
So I know you're using a window and I use a MacBook. So do you have, are we going to use anything like to connect to the EC2 on terminal, or?
You can, in your Mac operating system, you can download a tool called Git.
Gates?
Yes, in your Mac operating system, your putty will not work. You need to download a tool called Git, and there are some before Git also you need to download some softwares in your Mac operating system. I don't remember right now the name of that software. You need to download that also. So
are you talking about Homebrew?
Might be, I don't remember right now. You can do one thing, Tausin, drop me an email. I'll share one link. With the help of this link, you can go for it.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Do you have my email ID?
Yes, I sure do.
So make sure when you're emailing me, mention your batch number.
Okay, I will.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Nitish Pandey.
Yes, hi, Ankit. So two questions. One is that if I launch 10 instances, okay, instead of one. So as I see 8 GB volume is free, right, under free quota. So if I launch 10 instances, then it is not going to increase like, then it will be 80 GB, right? So it will be built?
Yes, definitely yes.
Okay. Other last question. Second is that suppose I created window machine. As Toship said, he has Mac, right? He created window machine on the EC2, right? And connected. Then he has a virtual desktop, right? That is a window machine, right? Now, in that window machine, we can do anything, right? We can browse, we can do anything, correct?
Yes.
So in that window machine, if I launch another browser and connect to Amazon Web Services again and launch or connect any other instances like Linux, is it possible?
Yes, definitely yes, it is possible, Nitish.
Okay, so we can create instances even in the existing instances, right? We can log into AWS and we can create another, correct?
Yes, definitely yes.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Thank you.
Yes, Anand, you can unmute.
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir. Thank you for
morning,
giving
Anand.
this opportunity. And sir, I wanted to ask about the SSH because the SSH port are we given the port number 22, and for what we are using the SSH. For
Like
example, sir, RDP we are using for the remote desktop protocol, like for giving the some remote desktop.
Same concept. The one like in Windows machine, if I want after creation of Windows machine, what I need to do, Anand, I need to connect to this machine with the help of remote desktop connection. Without enabling that port number, I can't connect to the Windows machine. Same way for Linux also. To connect to my Linux machine, Anand, it is mandatory to enable the port number 22. Without connecting that port number, I can't connect to my Linux machine with the help of terminal.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so concept is same, like same concept for RDP, same concept for SSH also. But yes, that RDP for Windows, SSH for Linux we have.
Thank you, sir, for clearing my doubt.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Kuldeep.
Yeah, thanks, Ankit. So my question is primarily for the while you were explaining about the configuration storage, right? So you talked about two volumes. One is root volume, and other I could not get. And then
user volumes we are calling it the one which I'm attaching myself, means additional volume. Like I have the one which I'm getting, let's here my system. My system, how many drives I have? I have two drives. One is C drive, one is D drive.
Right.
C drive, we are calling it as root volume. The D drive which I am having is 1 terabyte, one D drive. That one I am calling it as user volume.
Okay, so can I understand it like where the OS is installed is primarily root volume, and where we put all our storage is called the user volume. Is that concept correct? Okay.
Yes, correct. And regarding just, sorry to interrupt you.
Sure.
Just attaching the volume is not our part. After that, we need to mount the volume. In our local machine, what we are doing, we just plug in and it work on the spot. This has happened. But in cloud platform, this is not happen. Even after attaching it, we have few steps we need to follow to mount our volume also. Okay. So practically, that's why I'm telling regarding that volume part, we'll discuss in upcoming session, because there's a full 1 hour session we need to spend only on volume.
Okay, sure. I'm not sure. I have another question. I'm not sure if it is relevant for now. And it shows when you were explaining it, it showed that non-encrypted. So not sure, but I mean, what are you
encryption? What is encryption? We'll discuss in upcoming.
Okay, but
that
here
also will discuss.
Okay, sure.
Okay. By default, the volumes are non-encrypted, but the other volumes which we can encrypt, we'll discuss it regarding what is actually encryption part.
Sure. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. I just tell you a little bit. Encryption is like a security to our data.
Yeah.
It's one type of security.
Yeah, I know about encryption, but my question was, but because by default it is encrypted. So, but it was here.
Root one by default it's non-encrypted one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The user volume we can do that if you want.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, we'll start with topics. So those have raised their hand, guys, just wait. I'll come to you after a few minutes. Let's learn how we can connect to our machine. You guys don't need to lower down your hands. You just wait here. I'll come back to you guys. Okay. Now I need to download these two tools called Putty and Puttygen. Even if you search on Google, from Google also you can search Putty download. Here is the second website from where you can download this. Even the same website is already mentioned in my PPT also. Now here I am. From the same website, we are going to download Putty and Puttygen. Scroll down. Here I am. Putty.exe. As per your system requirement, you can download. So this is my system requirement. I'm going to. So just click on that. It's a completely free tool and very small tools we have. So here I got Putty.exe. Next, Puttygen.exe. Scroll down. Here I'm. Puttygen.exe. Here I'm. Click on that. So we got both our tools, Putty and Puttygen. I'm just going to keep both the tools in our. Normally in our Windows machine, if you want to use any tool, like these both are exe file. Like if I'm downloading chrome.exe file in my system, to use that chrome.exe file, first I need to install. But these two tools which we have downloaded, we don't need to install. Without installation also, I can use, and even there is no option to install for these two. I can directly double click on this tool. Get open. And I can directly start working on this particular tool. So after downloading, let's check what is the next step. The next step is we need to generate PPK file using. When we have downloaded that key pair, system is downloading the key pair in which extension? But that particular temp file, I need to generate into PPK file, means with the extension .ppk. And that we can done with the help of Putty. So double click Puttygen. And please see this very carefully, because in this step, if you are doing some mistake, 100% while connecting to your machine, you will get an error message also. So please see this very carefully. Double click on Puttigen. Click on load. Load. This is 116, go to 118 batch. I'm not able to see any file. Why? System is trying to see the .ppk file. But right now I don't have a ppk file. I have a PEM file. So change the extension here to all files. And now we are able to see all our. Select our PEM file. So after load, you need to select your PEM file. Click on open. Click on OK. And then save private. So it means you need to click on only two buttons. First on load and then save private. Save private. Yes. Now give the name of our key. I'm giving it same name as my key name. So it will be easy for me to remember that particular PEM file. Here we have the PP. So file name dot. Here I'm getting. Do you want me to show again? If you want me to show this again, please confirm in the chat box. I'll show you again. Because if you've done any mistake here, while connecting the machine, 100% you will get error message. Okay, I'll show again. So I'm deleting this ppk file. So double click on Puttigen. Click on load. I'm not able to see file because file extensions I need to change here. We need to give to all files. Select our PEM file, the Linux EC2 118-key. Click on open. Click on OK. And click on save private. Don't click on save public key. It is not supporting in cloud platforms. It is only supporting these private keys. Public keys are not supporting in cloud platforms. Click on yes, and now give the name of it. Save. Here we are getting the PPK. PPK stands for Putty Private Key. Here we are getting PPK file. So we have generated our PPK. Now I need to connect to my machine. So select our EC2 machine. Click on connect. And then go to SSH client. Note down the host name. This is actually a host name I'm getting, full host name. But I need to note down from here, EC2-user@ whatever we are getting it, just note down this. So here we have note down. This is also called as host name. And now open Putty. Double click on Putty. Enter our host name. The host name which we have noted down, we need to enter. After entering of host name, we need to attach ppk file with Putty. How we can attach ppk file with Putty? You need to click on this plus sign for SSH, this plus sign. After click on plus sign for SSH, click on plus sign for auth. And then again, we got two more options. Click on credentials. So first you need to click on plus sign for SSH, then plus sign for auth, and then click on credentials. Here I need to select my PPK file. Here is that option. Here our in batch 118, here is the key we have generated. Click on open. Click on open. Click on accept. And you can see here, we are able to connect to our Linux. So this is how we can connect to our Linux. Let me show you one more time here. Let me just close this one. Double click on putty. Enter this host name, the host name which we have noted down. Next thing we need to attach a PPK file. So click on this plus button for SSH, plus button for auth, and then click on credentials. The first option we have to select our PPK. Here is our PPK. Click on open. Open. You can see here we are able to connect to our. This is one way to connect to our. There is one more way we have to connect with the help of putty. There, I don't need to note down this host name. What is that second option? Let me show you now. If you see here we have one more tab, EC2 Instance Connect. In this one, I'm getting the public IP. It means I can connect to my Linux machine with the help of public IP. So note down this public IP. And here is our default username. What is our default username? EC2-user. And this EC2-user is a default user for Amazon Linux, not for every type of Linux. Might be while practice, if you're using Ubuntu, you will get a different default user. If you're using Debian, you will get a different default username. For Amazon Linux, a default username is EC2-user. Like for Windows machine, in previous session, we have seen a default username is administrator. That's a default user. I need to connect. Then we have noted down these details. Enter the IP address in the putty. So let me open putty. Here we have two options. I can enter host name or I can enter IP. In the previous example, we have entered host name, but now I am entering IP. After entering the IP address, attach PPK. Same process. Click on plus button for SSH, plus button for auth, click on credentials. Key, open. Now you can see here it is asking for login as, means username. In previous one, it is not asking for username because username is already given. That is why it is not asking you. So here I'm entering my username, EC2-user. Press enter. I'm able to see my here we are getting the. This is how we can connect to our Linux machine with the help of hostname also, or with the help of IP address. Any question anyone have now regarding this? You can please say. Yes, Sadak.
Hi, Ankit. Good morning. So
Good morning.
my question is actually, how can we connect with the security group? Whether we are connecting with the Amazon provided security group, or in real time we will connect to the organization where we are working while creating this EC2 instance.
I'm not able to understand you. What are you trying to say here?
While creating an instance, you have selected one security group.
I have created a secure.
Okay, we have to create ourselves a security group here.
Yes, and in that one we have given it as public access, means anyone can connect to this particular machine who has that particular PEM file, who has that username, who has that IP address. Anyone can connect to my machine.
Okay.
From all over the world. But right now we are giving public access. In real time, Sadak, we are not giving public access. Even in our upcoming session, when we'll come to a service called VPC, at that time we'll see some more things in security.
Okay, got it.
Right now I'm just giving a public access. It means anyone can.
Okay, got it. Thanks for confirmation.
Yes, sir. Yes, you can. Yes, Sayed.
Hi, morning, Ankit.
Good morning.
My question is, after we are launching this AMI, I mean the machine systems, do we have any post-installation tools, or it's automatic?
It is the right now, the machines which we are using, the AMI which I'm using, it's blank AMI. In this one, we don't have any software installed. Yes, in Amazon, we are getting some AMIs also, which is pre-installation with software. That is why AMI is also called as template with pre-installation of softwares.
All right.
Also, even we can create our own AMI also. Let's say example, we have installed some softwares. I want the same type of machines also. So we can create our own AMI. How to create, we'll learn in upcoming.
Okay.
Okay. But right now, whichever I have used in the Windows one or the Linux on Amazon, it's a blank. Okay, it's like just a normal operating system.
Right, Ankit. I got it.
Okay. Yeah. That is why I was calling it in previous session. EMI is also called as operating system because it's a blank.
Right, Ankit. I got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, Amar.
Hi, I joined a bit late. So my question is, how did you cover the topic of how much we are using the resources, or whether we may exceed the billing limit and get into the billing stuff?
The how much quota, free quota we are getting, talking about, Amar?
No. For some services we may be exploring, right? So by mistake we may overuse that. Let's say, for example, there is a 10 GB or 500 requests.
No. Right now we are just explored till now only one service called EC2. And on day one, on yesterday's session also, we have discussed how much free quota we are getting if you are using this particular service.
Okay. So
okay. And in this one, in EC2 one, we are getting it 750 hours per month free for Linux, 750 per month hour we are getting for free for Windows. And in that one, we have a type, instance type called T2 micro. Let me show that, just 1 minute. Let me show that. So,
do we get an alert if we are exceeding that? Because 750 hours or whatever it is, right? So
we'll get an email. We'll get an email from AWS that they are not going to stop our resources. Okay, because they are not authorized to stop our resources. They'll just drop an email to us. that you are going to exceed. And in this one, we have one option where we can see our free tier also. I will discuss that particular part. Okay. And if you see in the day one of PPTMR, the introduction PPT, in that one, in slide number 6, there is one link is given where you can see all services, whatever is coming under a free tier, you can check. Okay. Yes, and we are learning right now EC2 750 hours per month. 750 hours for Linux, 750 hours for Windows. And the type is also mentioned, T2 micro or T3.
So when we are exceeding maybe around 720 or 730, do we get a like that?
Yes, we'll get an email from their site, but we'll check in our AWS account also if you. Okay, Mark?
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Nagaraju. Raja, sorry.
Hi, Ankit.
Hi.
Yeah, my question is like recently I faced one interview question. That is like here we are creating a key pairs, right?
Correct.
Yeah, in the interview they have asked like we had our own key pair. Can we use that key pair to create an instance?
Our own key pair, how we can that whatever the key pairs we are creating, Nagaraj, it's stored in AWS.
Yeah. So that question also I didn't understand. Like
we don't have our any key pairs. The key pairs whichever we are generating in the AWS one, but yes, we are downloading that key pairs on the form of PEM files. Okay, we there is no option something like that where we can create our own key pairs. Okay.
Yeah.
They're just trying to confuse you sometimes also. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Ankit. That's it.
Yes, Nitish Pandey.
Yes, Ankit. I just wanted to know in cloud industry, in which scenarios we need to create instance into existing instances. We have existing instances or machine, and we want to create another instance into that existing machine. So in which scenarios it is required?
With the help of existing machine, you're talking about EMI part, which I was discussing with the student, I think.
Right.
So regarding AMI part, we'll discuss completely in upcoming session. That is a topic far away from right now.
Okay, fine.
That time I'll explain it completely easily. Okay, when we'll reach that topic.
Okay, and the port number 22 I saw when you launched Putty. So what was that? Can you?
Port number is to connect to our Linux machine. It is mandatory to enable a port number 22, and that is terminal port number 22. Without that, it is impossible to connect our Linux machines.
Okay, that is for SSH.
Yes, like for RDP, we have a port number 3389. Same way for SSH, we have a port number called 20.
Okay, fine. Done.
Okay,
thank you.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hey, yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
So just want to check. So this logical labs, right? I got the app installed. So on the payment procedure, so I'm operating from Canada. It's showing in dollar payment. So we can do the dollar payment, right?
If you are in India, you can make the payment in Indian rupees. Outside of India, you will see in dollars. And one important point, you can't use Indian card into that.
Yeah.
You can use only the card which is issued from your own country. Okay.
Sounds good.
And one more thing, guys, if you come to our website called logiclabstech.com, scroll down, here you will find our app links also. Even that app links already shared in our WhatsApp group also. Even you will find there also the link. I'm requesting you, please don't search in App Store or in Play Store, because might be with some names, you will find more apps. You might be downloading some wrong app also. Okay. So please click here or use the link which we have shared in our WhatsApp to download our mobile app. So you can access these recording notes from our mobile app. Okay, Prabhu?
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, now I'm going to show you how we can terminate our machine, because after our practice, I don't require this machine anymore. If I require, I just start running this machine. But after our practice, I don't require this machine. So what I need to do is, I just need to completely delete this machine. So how we can delete? Select our machine, instance state, terminate, and then the system is started shutting down our machine, and after a few minutes, system is going to terminate our. And yes, after termination, if I want to recover, it is impossible to recover our machine if we didn't take a backup of it. Termination means we are deleting, and deletion means it is impossible to recover. So how to take a backup, that we'll discuss in our upcoming session. We have a service that also we'll discuss. But termination means we are deleting that particular EC2. Let's have questions. Yes, Srinivas, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit.
Hi, Srinivas.
I have doubt. I want any type of material about this course.
What type of material I'm providing it?
Sorry?
What type of material I'm providing in this course?
Just see and learning.
No, you want to know what are the type of material I'm providing. That is your question, na, Srinivas?
Sorry, I can't understand.
What is your question? Okay, you repeat your question.
I want material, just material.
These materials I'm providing it to my students. If they are going to make the payment of 1770, they'll get live training, recordings, training PPTs. Means on daily basis, whatever the training PPTs I'm using. And these things which is mentioned, dump, document, sample resumes, interview question, quiz, they'll get at the end of it. Okay. But yes, on daily basis, they are getting recording and training people. And there are total 94 PPTs are there, which I'm going to use on daily basis. Here are the 94 PPTs. Okay. Yes, just so you can unmute. Just so you can unmute yourself. Just to ask your question, you need to unmute yourself. I'm not able to hear you. Yes, Sadak, well, you can unmute.
Oh, sorry. I think I completed my. I have cleared my doubts. Sorry.
Okay, so please lower down your hand. Yes, Anita Reddy, you can unmute.
Sir, suppose if we lost keypads or security groups, how we will get backup? Is there any backup for that?
You're asking about security group or keypad?
First, keypads.
If we lost keypad, how to recover, we're going to learn in our upcoming session. And there is no option of lost security group because security groups are already in our AWS. They are not downloading security groups. Security groups are inbuilt in our account. Okay, so there is no chances of losing security. But yes, keypair might be we lose. So in real time, that's why what we are doing, we are keeping multiple copies at multiple places. But still, if we are if we lost, how we can recover, that we'll learn enough.
Okay. Sir. Thank you.
Yes, Deepak Patel.
Hi, Ankit. My question is first question is about if you have multiple instances with same name, what distinguishes them? Because somebody wants to connect to a particular instance. So
one by one we can go. Okay, this is your first question.
Yeah.
If you have same name, okay, you can identify by using instance IDs or by using their public ID. There is no other option to, you can just, if you have the same name.
Okay.
Okay, there is no other option.
Right. So that clears my doubt. Yeah.
Any more questions?
Yes. So Linux is again a kind of a graphical user interface also there, right? For Linux,
we don't have in cloud platform. Means
Okay.
in AWS we don't have any option of graphical user interface.
So it's
We are
always
just
through
only
the terminal. Okay. All right.
Terminal.
All right. Thanks, John.
Yes, Doreen, you can unmute.
Hi, okay. Yeah, my question is like we created an MI now in AWS and we SSH and connect the terminal, right? Can we create like we install the software and create a database? Can we are we able to see that database on in AWS?
No, you want to install database on this EC2 machine?
Yes, if
that is possible. If you want, you can install it. But in AWS, we have a separate service of database also. If you want, you can install there also. You can install any software, or even you can create your own software also in these EC2 machines.
Okay, that means if I am in a terminal, even window, I create I install the software and create a database. If I came here, I can see all those database and everything.
In our upcoming session, I'll show you how to install database also. We'll learn in upcoming session when we'll come to a service called VPC that time. Okay, because to create our database machines, we need to create private machines. Right now, the machines we are creating, Dorani, it's a public machines. And database is the one thing which needs to be completely private in the company.
Yeah, it's private.
Okay, so for that one, we need to create private machines. It means we need to create those machines which don't have a public IP. That type of machine. So we'll learn in upcoming session regarding that. Okay, practically we'll see. Thank you. Yes, Deepak. Deepak Patil, you have raised your hand.
No, I already had a discussion about it, so no more hand. Yeah.
Please lower down your hand.
Okay.
Yes, so here you can unmute. So here you can you have already unmuted yourself. You can ask your question. Sohail Sheikh, I'm not able to hear you. Okay. Yes, Praveen, you can.
Hi. I had one question wherein this training, will it be sufficient enough to crack associate architect exam, or does it needs more intensive practice?
Okay. In day one also, Praveen, I have said that this training will not help you to clear certification. There is a reason behind. Because for certification, you need theory knowledge, and this is practical knowledge. Practical training will help you to work in real time and clear the interview. Theory knowledge will not help you to work practically. Okay, and certification will not provide you the job. Your interview will provide you. Okay,
right. But if I'm actually looking for the certification part, you did mention that in the material there is a 900 pages document.
No, let me make a bit. Okay. That 900-page document is not about for certification. That is about whatever we are learning in this training. It is there in my document that is created by me. That is will help you with screenshots. Means whatever we are learning in the training, that is for that same way we have a document ready with 900 pages with screenshots. Okay, but in that one, if you might be remember it, we have show you something called dump. That dump will help you to clear certification, and dump is actually like a sample question paper which we are using in our college day and school days, something like that.
Oh, you're talking about SAAC03. Okay.
SAAC03 is the exam number, and for that one you will get a dump.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks.
With the help of this one, you can easily clear certain. These you can rely on this dump only on the dump.
Okay, great. Okay. Thanks, Ankit. Yeah.
Yes, Suhas.
Ankit. So far we have learned how to create a Linux instance using EC2 service, right?
Correct.
Yeah, but I don't know whether this is going to be a silly question. Yesterday also we
Don't worry.
yesterday also we learned about creating a window instance. But what are we going to do with this machine? Is it only for infrastructure that it is out?
No, in the end, what happened is, Suresh, our job responsibility to create these machines and maintain this machine. In the end, developers are going to work on these machines because they need to create an application. Whatever the application needs to be used by the client or whatever the new application needs to be created, that is developer work. Our work is to create these machines as per client requirement, how much CPU, RAM or hard disk they require, and to maintain that particular ECU.
Okay. Okay.
In the end, developers are going to work on it.
Okay. Yeah, and one follow-up question. You have logged in using a direct IP address, right? But
yes.
you just enter username, and I noted it did not prompt for the password. So
The reason is because we are attaching a PPK file. PPK file is a password. Okay. If you might be remember, we have used two options. The first option, even it is not asking for username also, because username is already given there. Okay, so it is directly just connecting it because password we have already given.
Okay, and one last question. Initially, you had one PP PEM file. It was created, so I just missed that. How it was created? PEM file.
Same way which we have done in our Windows machine. Same process. Let me show that little bit here. Here we have option of create new key pair, give the name of your key pair, scroll down and click on create new. With the help of this one, system is going to download that particular file.
Okay.
This one.
Okay.
Yes. Just give the name and download the key.
Okay.
That's all.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, Ishwar. Okay, sir. Yes, Realme. You can. Realme C3. Realme C3 have raised your hand. You need to unmute yourself to ask your question. May I know your good name?
Hello.
Yes, may I know your good name?
Brijesh Kumar Pandey.
It is showing me something on Realme C3. So next time, please join. Please change your name also. Okay. Yes, you can ask your question.
Thank you, sir. Sir, we cannot asking any question because I want to connect with some problem. Today
Do you have any question?
Sir, today don't have question, but I have 6-year experience in HR.
Okay.
We are switch IT field. That's why I joined this course.
Okay, so in your company, do you have any cloud related courses? Sorry, projects?
No, sir. Before 2013, pass out and BCA. After that, learn Oracle DBA that time. But did not got job in Oracle field that time. Also joined a manufacturing company like a transformer. I have 6-year experience in transformer line in HR. 1 year also work in a food company HR manager.
Okay, so Pandey, what you can do here is after completion of this training, you need to put some experience and then you can apply for a job because you have a huge career gap here.
Yes. Sir, I have one question. Suppose we can learn AWS. Enough course or another course is required?
After this one, I'm suggesting you, if you want to learn more, go with the DevOps part after completion of this course, because it help you to get a more better package and more opportunity.
Yes.
Okay, but yes, after completion of this course, you can go for it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yes, Imran.
Yeah, Ankit, I just wanted to know, see, every time you're generating a new instance, okay, EC2 instance.
Creating a new instance.
Yes, creating a new instance. So if a particular customer landscape, I'm talking about practical scenario, there'll be hundreds and thousands of instances. Do we need to give this PKK file every time for each instance, or is it possible to have one PKK instance for all the instances?
Right now, whatever we have learned in that, okay, based on that, I'm going to answer you. Right now, you can use same KPI for all instances also, but if you are creating different type of machines, then we need to use different KPI. And what type of different machines I'm just talking about, you will practically see in upcoming session. And that time I'm going to create a different KPI, because if I'm using a same KPI for different type of machine, you will get an error message. Okay, but right now, whatever we have learned, yes, you can use right now. Okay, whatever you are using. But in our upcoming session, when we'll come in more in depth, that time I'll create different. What is type actually? Type I can say here is, one is a web server where I'm maintaining my website. Second machine is my database machine. So these are type of different machines. Their configuration might be same, but their types are different actually. Okay, so at that time I can't use same key. I need to use a different key. Okay. So regarding that part, you will understand more when we'll come to a service called VPC. At that time, we'll see.
Okay, one more question is like, generally this is user specific PKK file, right? A particular individual user will have this PKK file. How about organizationally, different colleagues can access the same PKK file every time they need to configure this in the respective putty sessions?
No, if you want to save, you can save your PPK file in putty. There is an option, you can save PPK file also.
Okay.
You don't need to every time select, but yes, the PPK file needs to be in your system. You can save that also. You see here, when I open the putty, let me just open. Here I have an option called default setting. So you can set those default setting, click on default setting and click on save. You can set that also if you want to.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Amjad.
Yes, Jadav, you can unmute. Yes, Jadav, you can unmute yourself. Jadav, I'm not able to hear you. To ask your question, you need to unmute yourself. Shravan. Yes, Jadav, do you have any question? Shravan, just 1 minute. Jadav, do you have any question? Yes, Shravan, you can ask your question.
Are you talking to me? This is
Yes,
Shravan.
Shravan. Yes,
Yeah.
Shravan, I'm talking to you. You can ask your question.
So you suggest to add some experience, to get a better things and all, right? So you guys provide that experience certificate?
No, we are not providing.
Okay, fine.
We are not providing. Okay.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you. Yes, Sasnaka, you can unmute yourself. Sasnaka Vardhan, you can unmute yourself. Yes, Shiva, you can unmute. Shiva, you can
Hello?
unmute. Yes, Shiva.
No. Sorry, my name is Nagesh.
Okay, so something else, Shiva. Yes, Nagesh, you can ask your question.
Actually, today only I joined the class. This is the first time at the land of the session.
Okay.
So, I'd like to know the how much syllabus has been covered now.
We have just covered only very basic thing. Only so today is the third session, and we have completed till only 4 people. In tomorrow's session, we are going to continue from 5 and 6 PPTs. We'll move forward.
Oh, is it covered by the what are the AWS sessions we have to occupy? Means so only only basic has been covered. Or anything for a syllabus to cover? Actually,
Syllabus we have started the syllabus. Yesterday we have started learning about EC2 machines. In yesterday's session also we have learned about Windows machine. In today's session also we have learned about Linux machine.
Okay. Yes. Basically, we have created how to create the ECC instance only. Yeah, there is
we have started already the basic syllabus.
Okay. What about the roles and groups and that is not yet started, right?
Yes, and tomorrow also we are moving forward PPK file by using AWS account. Linux commands we are starting from tomorrow also.
Is it called which instance we have to be occupied as per business level, but there is an on-demand spot instance are there, no? So that's
Sorry, can you repeat your question?
No, which instance is good for the business logic as per application?
Linux.
So no, not but flavor. There was a spot
instance type that is depend on client requirement. That purely depend on the application requirement.
That is not a covered, no? That syllabus.
We are not creating our own application, Shiva. We are not going to create. We are not a developer here to create application. That is developers' work to create.
No. That basic information is to.
No, we have already discussed it that T2 micro type we are getting how much CPU and RAM we require. That is decided by the client. They are going to inform us based on that. We need to select a type. We are not the one who are going to select this instance type from our side. Sorry, your name. I forget your name.
Yeah,
Nagesh. So we are not the one who is going to choose based on our choice. That is a documented given by the client to us. That type of instance we are going to choose because we don't know which type of application developer is going to be created in the end. We don't have any information right now. So developers and client is going to be decide. Based on that, we are going to select right. But yes, in starting, we are always going with the minimum one because right now we don't have load on that particular. Then slowly our load is getting increased. We can increase CPU and RAM also.
Okay, got it.
That is changing the instance.
My question is different. What you explained. So my question is, what is the instance they will occupy? There is a on-demand instance are there on a spot, which will give the more benefit to the.
That is what I'm saying. That is decided by the client, Shiva.
Okay.
That is why your answer I have already given. That is decided by the client, which type of instance they want to use.
Okay. No, that has been covered or not? I'm asking my question. That has been covered or not? Those information.
Shiva, how can I cover these things which is deciding by the client? Nagesh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm asking basic information. You are giving. This is the instance are there. This has to be decided by the client.
We are not going to cover anything regarding which needs to be decided by the client. We are not going to discuss anything. Okay. Those things decided by the.
Can I get the syllabus that what we're going to be covered this? Because I have learned many classes for that.
Are you in the WhatsApp group?
I was in a group. I enabled this one. Same.
So if you check in the WhatsApp group description, the course content is there. I'm sharing the course content link again in the chat.
Sorry to repeat the same question again. Is the dump is helpful to clear the exam?
Yes.
I have. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
And we are not going to discuss those things which needs to be decided by the client.
Yeah, we recently have requested that AWS account for the application, so which is held in the business.
The one which you're talking about, the type of instance which the client needs to be, that is completely decided by the client. And again, I'm saying that it decided by the client.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Yes, Nitish.
I will pay with the amount for once I see.
Hi. So suppose I have created a Linux instance, okay, and my colleague want to access that Linux machine. And in that case, they should have the same PPK file that I have, or how he or she can access.
if they want to use same user, EC2 user, or they want to access some other user.
Same user.
So then definitely they needs to have the same term.
Okay, that we can share, right?
Yes, but in our upcoming session, we are going to learn about how we can create more users also. Because to our other team members, which we have, means like developers want to access this machine. We are not giving the same user default username which we have. EC2 we are creating their users.
Okay.
Okay. And in that particular case, if you want to create a separate key, you can create a separate key also. And even you can go with them password access also. So it's not mandatory to enable the key for them also. Okay. So we can go with the password also for them if your client is having requirement. But rather than a password, keys are more secure.
More secured and encrypted.
Correct.
Okay, Ankit, one more thing that's not technical. That Logic Lab provide Linux and PowerShell training too.
Linux training they are providing right now, and the Linux training is going to be start from the 17th of February, means from tomorrow, and timing is 7 to 8 a.m. morning 7. Are you in the WhatsApp group, Nitish?
Yes, I am.
So my team has already shared the details. If you contact any WhatsApp group admins, there are 4 WhatsApp group admins are there. You can contact them. They will provide you that detail.
Okay, so I can learn Linux. Yes, I can learn Linux and this AWS parallelly, right? At the same time.
That is morning 7 to 8. This is 9 to 10.
No, I mean to say it's not going to hamper like knowledge, right? I can
no.
Learn two things, two different
definitely
things.
Yes, that is different thing. You can go for it, but yes, definitely, Nitish, you need to check your schedule. If you have time, you can go for it. If you don't have time, then go one by one, because in the end you need to practice whatever you're learning on daily basis.
Correct.
Okay, because in IT industry, practice is more important. If you're not practicing, let's say example, you have learned this training and for 3 months you didn't do anything, you will forget. This is with any technology pick in the IT industry.
Correct.
Okay.
Agree. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Sayed.
Hi, sir. I have two questions. Could be a little silly though. The first question is the PuTTY software what we are using. This software is comparable to communicate with all different types of operating systems like
Linux,
Red Hat, or only
all Linux. All Linux you can. Ubuntu, Red Hat, CentOS, Debian, Amazon Linux, supporting all. This is terminal.
It's like an RFC, you mean, like more or like RFC for the remote?
All with all operating system you can use.
For all the operating systems.
Linux operating systems.
Yeah, Linux operating system. Thank you. And second question, Ankit, is I was a little confused. I couldn't pay attention. So this PuTTY is installed on the virtual system.
Sorry to interrupt you. There is no option of installation to PuTTY.
I mean,
just download and keep those exe files in your machine, and you can double click and you can access these files.
Exactly. You mean the virtual machine which we created, not in the base system, right?
So we can access with the help of PuTTY, and PuTTYs are like, we can call it terminal to connect to our machine with Linux machines. Okay.
Okay.
Any more questions?
No, Ankit, thank you.
Yes, Priyanka, you can unmute. Priyanka, do you have any question? You have sending me message in the chat box. You have some question.
Sir, how PuTTY and PuTTYgen will going to help for that particular instance?
PuTTYgen is help us to create PEM to PPK, and PuTTY is help us to connect to our Linux machine.
Is this mandatory, sir?
It's a yes, to connect to our machine. How you can connect to this machine? So you need to download these tools. Yes, there are other terminals also we have in market, those called as Git also. Git is number 2. GitHub is number 2. Sorry, not GitHub. Git is number 2. It is already there in my system also. Git bash. Git bash is number 2. Put is number 1. So I'm showing you that particular tool which is mostly used in the organizations. So I want my students to get familiar with those tools. So whenever they're in the organization, they know how to use those tools also.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Naidu, you can unmute. Naidu, you can unmute yourself. Allah Naidu. Yes, Vijay, you can unmute.
Yeah, hi, Ankit. I just right now you have showed the one more option to connect with Linux, right? The Git. Will you be showing that also in the coming sessions?
I'll show you in the tomorrow session. I'll show you in the tomorrow session.
Okay. And one more thing, just not regarding this training. There is classes of AWS DevOps starting from 17th of Feb. So can
Not
I
17th
do?
of Feb. 17th of Feb from tomorrow.
Sorry.
Linux one is from
21st of Feb. I'm sorry.
Yes, 21st of Feb.
So while doing this AWS, can I opt? Will it be easy for me, or after completing this AWS, should I go for DevOps?
Oh, Vijay, I just want to know one thing. Do you have a free schedule or you have a busy schedule? First of all, I need to ask this thing.
Free schedule, because I have free schedule.
Okay, so if you have a free schedule, then I'm saying you can go parallelly.
Okay.
If you have a busy schedule, because in the end, like earlier I said for that person also, I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
So that you need to practice it.
Practice, right. Correct.
So if you're doing multiple courses, you need to practice it. You need to focus on more the thing, because when you're doing practice, so that's why you can ask those questions in the next session to us. Okay. Or might be in the next session to us, or you can email me anytime, whenever you want to ask. But that you need to practice it. So it's up to your wish, Vijay. You can go parallelly or go with one by one.
Then the DevOps thing, there will be a little bit of Linux programming, like a little bit of.
So Linux of Linux is required. Even we are covering that Linux part in our training also. Tomorrow we are going to start Linux, and in tomorrow's session we are going to learn about how we can create a PPK file using AWS account. In today's session, what we have done, we have created a PPK file with the help of PuttyGen. But directly also we can directly download a PPK file by using our AWS account also. That I'm going to show you, but there is a disadvantage of this particular option. What is the disadvantage? We'll discuss in a tomorrow session.
Okay, so the upcoming Linux commands will be useful for me if I go parallelly with DevOps. Again,
yes, and even
the
Linux part we are already covering in our DevOps course also. So in our AWS course also we have Linux part. In our DevOps course also same Linux one we have there also.
Okay.
But I just want to say, I want one thing. If you have time, if you practice it, you can think that yes, I can do that parallelly. Then go for it. Otherwise, go one by one.
Okay. So if I go one by one, there will be upcoming classes after this 40 sessions. I think you will keep on creating new batches, right?
But definitely, yes. After every month, we are starting a new batch. So whenever we are planning a new batch, we'll update in our WhatsApp group also.
Okay, sure. Right. Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir. You can unmute.
Hello, Ankit. So I was able to practice the EC2. So now that I'm done, I've terminated, but I want to practice it, but I don't know how to restart it.
No, you want to practice or you want to terminate the machine?
I have terminated the machine, so I want to practice again.
Now you want to terminate this machine. Am I right?
No, I have done that already.
So what is your question here? You are saying that you want to terminate or you want to practice?
I've terminated it. So now I want to start again. I want to
So
practice.
you need to create
again.
a new machine. Terminated machines, you can't restart again. Terminated means deleted machines. You have deleted that particular machine.
I have deleted. How do I? Could you
Yes.
please go through it again? I mean, at this point where you are right now, it's been
I'm not
10
able
minutes.
to. I have a little confusion here. You have terminated this machine. You are saying. Okay. So now you want to practice again.
Correct.
So create a new machine.
With the same password?
Same password, you can use it also. Create a new machine, click on launch machine, follow the same process. Follow the same process here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So with this, I'm ending this session. It's a very long session for now. So we are ending this session. In tomorrow's session, we'll learn about some other things and we'll continue about Linux commands and PPK file by using AWS account. And if we have time, we'll go with some other topics also. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.